What if the very thing that makes humans special wasn't actually special at all? What if what we call humanness is something other animals possess too? Chimpanzees use tools. Dolphins have dialects and transmit culture to the next generation. Crows possess remarkable problem-solving abilities. So what makes humans special? Is it a quantitative difference or a qualitative leap? Today, let's explore one of the oldest and most controversial questions, the uniqueness of humanity. By the time you finish this video, your definition of what it means to be human will be fundamentally shaken. Chapter 1. The Collapse of Boundaries. Once, humans were defined as the tool-using animal. But in 1960, Jane Goodall documented wild chimpanzees using tools in Gombe, challenging our human-centered definitions. This discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The very definition of humanity was beginning to crumble. Chimpanzees select branches, strip the leaves, and insert them into termite mounds. And they teach this technique to younger generations. This is cultural transmission. The claim that only humans possess culture began to fall apart as well. In Shark Bay, Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphins use sponges on their snouts to probe the seafloor. This technique is passed down primarily from mothers to daughters through social learning. Furthermore, group-specific vocal patterns have been reported in cetaceans. Orcas have pod-specific dialects, and bottlenose dolphins have individual signature whistles. And then there are crows. New Caledonian crows can solve multi-step tool-use tasks. They use a short stick to retrieve a longer stick, then use the longer stick to retrieve food. This is strong evidence of sequential causal understanding and problem-solving ability. And here's where a crucial question emerges. If other animals also use tools, possess culture, and solve problems, what exactly is human uniqueness? Are we just better, or are we fundamentally different? In other words, the boundary between humans and other animals is far more ambiguous than we thought. Yet there's something that still can't be explained. So let's dig deeper into what truly makes humans special. Chapter 2. Cumulative Knowledge. Other animals have culture. But human culture has a decisive difference. That difference is cumulativity. Chimpanzees also have diverse tool cultures across regions. Sticks, stones, leaves, each group has its own unique techniques. Yet the kind of cumulative progress that builds and accelerates across generations, as seen in human history, is considered limited in them. Our ancestors used stone tools over 2.5 million years ago. Homo sapiens, emerging 300,000 years ago, refined them. 10,000 years ago, we began agriculture. 200 years ago, we sparked the Industrial Revolution. And now, we're creating AI and exploring space. This is the power of cumulative culture. Each generation builds upon the knowledge of the previous one, and progress becomes exponential. Psychologist Michael Tomasello called this the ratchet effect. Human culture has a ratchet-like quality, where improvements tend to be retained. Though depending on conditions, technology can be lost or stagnate. But overall, the tendency is strongly toward forward movement. Yet why can only humans achieve this on such a scale? One key is shared intentionality, the drive to share goals and cooperate with others. Humans can understand what others are thinking and what they intend. Combined with high-fidelity imitation, teaching, norms of cooperation, and group structures, cumulative culture accelerates. Think about it for a moment. Without the ability to understand others' intentions, education would be impossible. Imitation would be nothing more than superficial copying. Cumulative culture cannot exist without these abilities. But recent research reveals something fascinating. In 2024, bumblebees were shown to learn complex puzzles they couldn't solve individually from peers, and maintain and even improve those solutions across generations. The seeds of cumulative culture may exist in unexpected species. Still, the speed and scale of human cultural accumulation are orders of magnitude greater. In other words, human uniqueness isn't simply being smart. It's the combination of understanding others, minds cooperating and accumulating knowledge. But this isn't the end. Now let's step into the deepest layer of humanity. Chapter 3. The Revolution Called Language. But humanity's most powerful tool isn't physical. It's language. Why is language so special? Chimpanzees have dozens of vocal signals. Danger. There's food. Come with me. For a long time, it was thought they couldn't combine these to create complex meaning. But a 2022 study found that wild chimpanzees combined 12 basic vocalizations to create hundreds of sequences. Still, this doesn't compare to the complexity of human language. In many languages, hierarchical structure, embedding sentences within sentences, vastly expands the range of expression. In the 1950s, linguist Noam Chomsky proposed generative grammar. He suggested humans may have innate linguistic constraints. However, the scope of universal grammar and what is innate remain hotly debated, with strong views emphasizing the role of learning and cultural evolution. And in the 2000s, scientists turned their attention to a gene called FOXP2. This gene is involved in neural development related to speech and language, and mutations can cause difficulties with speech and language. But this isn't a single gene that determines language. It's one part of multiple factors. Language is a biological capacity with a complex genetic, neural, and environmental foundation. Language enables abstract thought. We can speak of the past, plan for the future, and imagine what doesn't exist. And most importantly, language enables large-scale cooperation. We can cooperate with people we've never met about problems we've never seen. Consider what this means. Without language, operating institutionalized science, law, and democracy on a modern scale would be extraordinarily difficult. All of human society is built upon language. And in recent years, large language models have made some forms of language-based cooperation practical. Yet whether they truly possess long-term planning, causal understanding, and genuine comprehension of others, minds remains unresolved, with debates on evaluation and safety rapidly advancing. And here's where the deepest question emerges. What makes humans special isn't language, tools, or culture. It's the ability to integrate all of these. Shared intentionality, cumulative culture, hierarchical language. By combining these, humans became fundamentally different from any other animal. But this raises a question for us. If humanity is the combination of these abilities, what happens to humans who lose them? And the latest AI is beginning to show reasoning abilities equivalent to humans on theory of mind tests. Is that human? Or is it a new kind of being? In other words, human uniqueness is both a biological fact and an ethical and philosophical question. Now let's organize what this exploration has revealed. Chapter 4: A New Lens on Reality. So today we've explored deeply the question of human uniqueness. We've learned that boundaries are ambiguous, and at the same time we've understood the special combination of abilities humans possess. Let's summarize the new lens through which to see reality that emerged from today's exploration. First, the boundary between humans and other animals is more ambiguous than we thought. Tools, culture, problem-solving. These are quantitative differences, not qualitative breaks. Even bumblebees show the seeds of cumulative culture. We exist within a continuum. Second, humanity's true uniqueness lies in the scale and speed of cumulative culture. Each generation builds upon the knowledge of the previous one, progressing exponentially. This is why we evolved from stone tools to AI in 2.5 million years. Third, humanity isn't a single ability but a combination of abilities. Shared intentionality, hierarchical language, cumulative culture. By integrating these, we became different from any other animal. What these insights reveal is the end of anthropocentrism and, simultaneously, the rediscovery of human uniqueness. We are special, but that specialness lies not in isolation but in connection. Through this exploration, I feel a deep humility. Humans are not the pinnacle of evolution. We are merely one species of animal with remarkable abilities. Yet at the same time, the combination of our abilities is indeed special. It's the power to understand the universe, question ourselves, and create the future. And this understanding gives us responsibility. So I ask you, if humanity is a combination of abilities, what happens to people who lose these abilities due to dementia or other reasons? Do they remain human? And now that AI is acquiring theory of mind, language, and cumulative learning, is it human? Or is it a new kind of being? These questions don't have answers yet, but continuing to ask them is what defines us as human. To explore, to question, to seek understanding. This may be the most human act of all. After finishing this video, when you return to everyday life, I want you to be a little more aware. When you cooperate with others, when you use language to share abstract concepts, when you build upon past knowledge, these are miracles produced by millions of years of evolution. And when you see other animals, remember that they too are beings with remarkable abilities. Boundaries are ambiguous, but each existence deserves respect. Share your insights in the comments. Your questions are the force that propels this channel forward. Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey to the very end. At Mindshift, we explore humanity, consciousness, and the nature of the universe through both science and philosophy. Subscribe to this channel, and you'll encounter questions that change how you see the world every time. Turn on notifications and join the next exploration. Until next time.